Good evening, and welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we come to you every Wednesday to inspire, to encourage, and to empower you to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. I'm Anna. I am your host. I am also a retired school teacher, an author, and educational consultant. I'm a jury consultant and a health consultant. And I am a certified cake instructor. I bring to this table a wealth of knowledge and experience to our conversation. So each episode, we're going to dive into topics that will enrich your life, from education and personal development to health and wellness, and of course, the art of jury. This is done by me bringing in speakers, doing research, and also providing workshops. So join me as we explore inspiring stories, expert insights, and practical advice to help you live a blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. I want to thank you again for tuning in to Sweet Blessings, where every conversation is a treasure. So let's get started. You know, this last month and this month, I really have been talking about financial freedom. And I don't know about you, but I always tell people my story of, conquering things in financial freedom. That is or finance is something that I'm not good at. Okay. And so, and I'm not going to say that it's taken me this long to realize that I'm not good at it and that I need help in it. So, when you find out that you're lacking in something, because you can't be perfect in everything. I know y'all going around here thinking that you can be perfect, but you don't, and you don't know everything. And so, I'm the first one to say that I don't know everything. And even though, sometimes people categorize teachers as, oh, they know everything. Teachers don't know everything. We don't know everything. We're human. We're just like everybody else. But I will say this for a teacher. They do know how to go about finding out the information that you need. And that is my purpose. I am a teacher. I've been a teacher. I've always wanted to be a teacher. And so that is the purpose of my podcast, is to help people. And so we're talking about financial freedom. And so in the process of helping others, guess what? I'm going to help myself as well. And I don't know, and I tell this time and time again, that we I don't know, I can't categorize all people, but I can just say we as black people really didn't get a background in finance. At least I didn't. Okay, my mother was good at saving and everything, but as far as transmitting those things over to me, she tried. I don't know whether it went in this ear and went out the other ear. I do recall some of the things that she tried to convey to me, and maybe I was not listening. Okay, because as children, we don't listen sometimes. Okay, so I've talked about many things, setting a budget and all that, and I've learned many things along this path. And I'm glad that most of you decided to take this journey with me to learn a little bit about finance and becoming financial freedom. Now, there's a difference between financial freedom and wealth. I don't want wealth. I want financial freedom. And I explained earlier on in the series that financial freedom is being able to afford the things that you like to do, the values and the different things that you like to do. And that's where you should put your money. Okay? So this evening, we've talked about all of those things, investing and, all those things, budgeting and looking at the different types of budgets. So tonight we're going to talk about a legacy. And most people think that a legacy is leaving your name, but it's more than leaving your name. And so that is what we're going to talk about this evening. And I'm hoping that it will be helpful to you along your journey with your finances as well. So what we're going to do first, though, is we're going to take that brief commercial. And then when I come back, we are going to talk about the legacy within, leaving not just a name. Hold on just one moment. Let me get to the commercials. Sorry.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
All right, welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, I'm Anna. I'm the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And tonight we're talking about the legacy within, leaving more than a name behind, okay? Because let's face it, we're not going to be here forever. But you want to be able to leave something for the generations to come after you, or for people just to remember you by. Okay? And that's how things go. So let me pull up my little presentation for you. And as you can see, the legacy within, leaving more than a name. And so we're going to kind of delve right on into this topic this evening. And so what is legacy? Okay, what is legacy? Y'all know I'm a teacher, right? Well, what do you know? This like I'm asking my students. What is legacy? Okay. So legacy is a business. Well, legacy in business is about the long-term impact and enduring influences a business and its leaders leave behind. It's more than just profit or popularity. Legacy is about value, reputation, contributions, and how a business is remembered by its customers, employees, companies, and industries. And if you think about it, I can think of an example of this one, and that would be because most of you all know about Marshall Fields. And when you think about Marshall Fields, you know, they left a legacy. They're no longer with us. But we still remember that store. We still remember that store. Thank you. So, legacy, Kim Jacobs says legacy. So I want you all to think about that because you can be that store. All right, let's move on. We have the next question. A legacy is your business lasting imprint. It's the stories people tell after you're gone and no longer active in the business. Think about Marshall Fields as I tell you this. Okay? They are no longer in the business. Okay? Kim says, we still remember. I do. I still remember that store. It's been gone quite a while, y'all. It's been gone quite a while. She also gave me a compliment, which I appreciate greatly. Thank you so much. But That story could be about your innovation, your leadership, your customer service, or how you empowered others. Your legacy continues through brand reputation, products or service still in use, employees you mentored, customers who remember your integrity, systems, tools, or cultures you put in place. So all of these things have to deal with your legacy. So it's not just about a name. Think about all of these things. Let's move on. Legacy is built with purpose. I got my notes here too, y'all, because sometimes I forget things. But you know that a business that's built with clear values, and vision tends to lead a stronger legacy. So we want to think of legacy as the why. Oh my God. Yeah, how many times have you heard me say that word? Why? Remember what I told you. You're going to find why in everything that you do. There is a why. There's a reason that you do it. So you got to think of legacy as the why behind your business that carries out consistently. Why? What impact do you want to make? You got to think about that. Who is it that you want to help? What problems are you solving? What problems are you solving? And how do you treat people? All of those are very, very important. I want to, when I think about these things, I want to leave an impact where people think about me in a good sense. That I try to inspire and encourage people to live a fulfilling life and try to inform them of what things is going. I have built my whole life on helping because, you know, I teach, I taught school, I help the children. But I've always helped. I help adults. I believe in helping, okay, paying it forward. Because someone helped me. And so therefore that's the only way that we can make it is that we help each other. I am a very, very advocate or proactive problem solver. I believe in problem solving. If I see something that is not right, and I know a lot of people get mad at me because they come to me and they complain about stuff, and I say, oh, you don't like that? Well, what you gonna do about it? Okay? Because sometimes I think they come to me for me to do the solution. They want me to solve the problem. But if that's your problem, you should solve your own problem. I come up with my own ideas. I problem solve. If I see something, I'm going to say something. And I say, well, you know, maybe we should try this. Give some suggestions. Don't be afraid to open your mouth. Okay? Because we are here today because people problem solved. We have all these amenities that we're using today because people problem solved. They wanted to make life better. And just remember, by making life better, it does not mean that you have to mistreat people. Always remember to treat people how you would like to be treated. Okay. One more and then we're going to take a brief commercial. Legacy includes leadership and influence. Legacy includes leadership and influence. Leaders who prioritize growth, empowerment, and ethics shape a strong legacy. Your business can influence how people work, okay? Look at the businesses that are really, really thriving and people look forward to going to work and all of those things. What are they doing? They might be promoting flexible work hours, or they might be doing fair wages where people enjoy going to work. So it includes leadership influence. What's prioritized? Sustainability, diversity, and in a legacy, you're going to produce future leaders or entrepreneurs. Because they're going to look at you and they're going to see what you're doing. And 9 times out of 10, some of them are going to want to do what you're doing. And they might come and ask you, and then they might not. But I want you to realize that legacy includes leadership and influence. And it's important that you know that it's not just a family thing. It's business, mentorship, all of those things. Because I mentor daycares. I've been mentoring you. I have been mentoring daycares since 2004. I've been helping them get their national accreditation. Why? Because when they have their national accreditation, they're able to get grants and things like that. Plus, they're able to let the community know that they are a developmentally appropriate daycare. They are nationally known as giving developmentally appropriate daycare. It's a little bit different than the state because you get state licensing and all of that. But this is national recognition for your daycare. And so I have been helping them, and I'm very proud of that because it's important to me, and I say it all the time, that people realize that the Black community offers quality education as well in their communities. And some of my daycares have been awarded things in their village or city that they live in because they come from different areas out here. So you're going to develop, like I said, future leaders and entrepreneurs. All right, let's take a little brief break because you know I can do this forever and ever and ever, ever, ever and a day. So we're going to take a little brief break. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit about how legacy goes beyond generations. Welcome back. We are back. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. And so I'm Anna. I'm the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And tonight we are talking about legacy. And we're letting people know that legacy, um, the legacy within, it's more than a name. Okay? And so we just finished wrapping up about legacy, where it includes leadership and how it influences leadership. So let's move on and talk a little bit about legacy goes beyond generations. So, and some of these terms you've heard about it, and and but how do you put them in place is the thing. Okay, so a legacy business often outlines the founder becoming a family business, a franchise, or a brand movement. Now, this could include succession planning, training others to carry your mission, or it could be like systems and structure that keeps your vision alive, trademark ideas or protected content that continues your influence. So that's why you see people trademark your things, or they have copyright things. Successional planning, training others to carry your mission. And that's like the jewelry business that I just showed you that commercial. We train people in our business to carry on our mission. So I build a business, they build a business up under me. But I train them. Anyone that comes on my team, they're trained. Not just by me, but I am responsible for that individual because I brought them into my team. And so I train them. But I won't take in consideration that I am part of a team, and that team trains me. So in turn, it trickles down to my members in my team because they're training them as well. So you get lots and lots of training. So that's what it means by succession planning, training others, and that's in any network marketing plan. Most people are trained by the people that they come into. Okay, so then let's move on a little bit more and talk about what legacy requires. Okay, so your legacy does require some intentional actions. So to leave a legacy, you got to ask yourself these questions. Are your business values clear? Okay. Now, many of you know that I have been in business for years. I've always been dibbling and dabbling in entrepreneurship and, all of those things. And because I like it. I'm not going to say that it's a hobby of mine. But I feel like now I'm kind of set and settled into some of the things that I love to do. Some of them I've been doing for years. I've been doing since I was 6 or 7 years old, okay? And that's my baking. I started baking at an early age. So, are your business values clear? I think they are. And the reason that I'm telling you this and I'm talking about this legacy is because at the end of this video, I am going to share with you my legacy. So to let you know that I am too working on this. So you can come along on this journey if you like. Or just sit back and listen and watch. So the next thing you want to ask yourself is, do your actions match your mission? I think they do. But you know what? Sometimes I wonder, because I guess I'm human. I do a lot of things. And I just wonder, do I put enough attention to those things? And so I think that maybe I need to get a little bit better in planning. And so that's what you need to do when you look at different things and you reflect. So I'm reflecting. And so I think that my action would match my mission better if I planned better, because I would have more time to spend with those things. Now, you can't get anywhere without planning. And I always tell people, and people have told me, there's no difference in the time. Everybody's got the same 24 hours in a day. It's just what you do with those 24 hours in a day. So you wonder why you have those millionaires. How do they get, and they work and do all those things? Because they plan. You got to plan. You got to plan. So the next question is, what will people remember about you and your brand? What do you want them to remember you about? Like I said, at the end of this podcast, I'm going to share with you what my legacy, what I want to leave behind. So are you documenting your progress and training others? Because you should. You should be writing down everything. I write, girl, if you all could see my house, I got notes everywhere. And then when it comes time for me to listen to the things, guess what? I can't even find the notes. Okay? Because I'm always I get up at night and jot down things because it's on my mind then. Because if I don't, later on I'll be saying, God, what was that? Oh, what was that idea I had? But even though I might find the paper later on, that idea comes back when I see that paper. And that's what it's all about, because you can't remember everything, but I will jot down in a minute. And I think I learned that from maybe my teaching, doing anecdotal records with the children, because we had to write down. And I always had a little, like a little smock or apron or something. And I would just write down something and just stick it in my pocket, for their records. But I'm just saying, you got to use documentation. And it's, documentation is good, because it'll help you set up a training plan for whatever that you're doing. Because you got documentation, you'll know what works and what doesn't work. So, are you giving back or reinvesting into your community or team? That's important. Giving back. Remember, I talked about earlier paying it forward. So you want to pay it forward. And it's not always with money. Okay? Invest your time. Do volunteer work. So, just to give you, a little idea. So we're going to take another commercial. And then we're going to come back, and I'm going to give you some examples. Some examples, okay? So, let's go take this. Kimishu.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment. A perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters, and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait. Your audience is out there waiting.
All right, welcome back. I just want to, I know you've heard me talking about the other programs and things that I do. I'm just not on Streamline, or I'm also on YouTube and Facebook. But sometimes people want to know a little bit about how they can contact me. So I'm going to take this opportunity to kind of share a few things about me and how you can contact me. Now, I do jewelry. The name of my jewelry company is the Jazzy Jewels Collection. And I go live on Facebook, TikTok. I have not gone live on YouTube, but I have gone live on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. And this is my Instagram account, and I do it on Thursdays on Instagram. I do 2 platforms on Thursdays, Instagram and also Facebook. So I'm live on those. And I go live on Tuesdays. I do a pop-up on Facebook. Thursdays I do on both platforms. And then Friday I do what is called Set It Off Friday, where I show sets. I basically show sets. Some of the sets I put together myself, and some of the sets the company puts together. Now, the jewelry is moderately priced. It's only $8 for the pieces. So, if you're interested, or if you would like to look at the jewelry, those are the times that I go live with that. So you're more than welcome to come, and I just wanted you to, I wanted to share that with you as well. Also, I want you to know that my podcast is looking for people to advertise. I'm looking for sponsors. I'm looking for commercial. And even I'm looking for guest slots for people who would be interested in becoming a part of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And so down there I have put my information for that, where you can get in touch with me at info@annaslifestylellc.com or ctrmedianetwork.com/sweetblessings. And I always ask for everyone to please subscribe, follow, like, share my videos, my podcast as well. And I always ask for people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is down. It's located at the bottom of the thing. I've been honored to do Facebook stars. So if you want to help me on Facebook, you can shoot me a few little stars if you like. Okay. So we're going to get back to the program now. I think I've covered everything except for one thing, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that after I go through my legacy, when I show you my legacy thing here. So let's go back. We just talked about legacy requires intentional action. And so I wanted to give you a few examples of how legacy has played a part in our history. Let's look at Madam C.J. Walker. She built a beauty empire while empowering black women. Her legacy lives through entrepreneurship, empowerment, and philanthropy. Madam C.J. Walker has been gone for a long time, y'all. But do we remember her? Yes, we do. This is what I mean. I gave you Marshall Fields, but here's another one. This is what we mean by legacy. We still remember that. And then the next one is Walt Disney. Walt Disney. Now, he built more than movies. His legacy really is storytelling, imagination, and building joyful experiences. But Walt Disney, the founder, has passed. But Walt Disney, the company, is still around. This is what it means by legacy. So, you see down there, the third one, I've got to use myself as an example. Anna's Lifestyle, LLC. If you all only knew how long I have been wanting to do this. And what it is, I am a lifestyle entrepreneur. That's what I am. My legacy will be empowering others to live well, build multiple streams of income, and leave a mark in their own way. Who else? Oh, isn't that wonderful? All right, so let's take another brief commercial, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to let you all look at the legacy statement for Anna's Lifestyle. Okay? We'll be right back. All right, we are back. We are back. So I wanted to showcase those lady wigs. Even though I don't have a wig on this evening, I do wear wigs, and you saw my pictures there with all of my wigs. Soul Ladies Wig is one of my affiliates, and I am very proud to be a part of them. They have very good and quality wigs. All right, so let's look at my legacy statement for Anna's Lifestyle. All righty. So it says, at Anna's Lifestyle, LLC, my legacy is to inspire, empower, and that should be encourage. My legacy is to inspire, encourage, and empower. Oh, no, it's right. At Anna's Lifestyle, LLC, my legacy is to inspire, empower, and uplift others through faith-driven purpose, creativity, and meaningful connections. I strive to leave behind a blueprint of excellence where education, entrepreneurship, and self-care are woven into everyday living through my businesses. The Jazzy Jewels Collection, Sweet Listine's Desserts, Tabs Travel Agency, Gardenings and Crafts, and my podcast, Sweet Blessings. the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. I aim to bless generations with tools, encouragement, and opportunities to live fully, give generously, and build a legacy of their own. That is mine. I developed that today, and that is what I am going to live by. And as most of you know, I just got my LLC, and I would like to invite you all to visit my website to see what it is all about. Eventually, I will be taking all of my emails and things at AnnasLifestyleLLC.com. If you're interested in becoming a guest or anything on the show, this is my email. Please reach out to me there. Be more than glad to help you. You can also reach out, like I said, on my website. There are consultation. I am still working on it. It is new. It's in progress. But it's up and it's live, and you can get a general idea of what's going on. And I'll be adding things to it as we go along. And as I do, I will give you those announcements as we go. But I am very proud to say that I do have my website, and that is it at the bottom of the screen. So go there and check it out. I always like to have a little feedback, so if you want to give me a little feedback on it, I'm always grateful for that as well. So with that being said, let me move on. I just want to say this in summary. There will be an ebook coming out on financial freedom, but this time, and the ebook will have basically something in it from all. This is the 6th, I believe, series. So from setting goals, budgets, intention, all of those things, legacy, it will have different exercises and things in there. So I am going to offer the ebook free, because at the end of this, if you sign up for a challenge, which I will talk about next week, you will get the ebook free. Okay, so I just wanted to share that out with it. And it will include a legacy reflection worksheet, which in turns, it will talk about what I kind of highlighted tonight in this session. So I will post it, and I will talk about it a little bit more next week. But I also want to summarize. So this was a session that helped you reflect deeply on the values, the actions, and purpose that shape your personal and professional legacy. So whether you're building a business, mentoring others, or living with intention, the legacy within challenges you to think beyond material success and focus on lasting impact. So this evening, I'm just hoping that, at first I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone who came in and listened and made comments. You just don't know how great it feels to be appreciated. So always feel free that you can make those type of comments, or join in the conversation. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm I'm not going to bite your head off or nothing like this. It's all in learning. We learn from each other. Remember that. And so I'm hoping that this evening I have inspired you in some kind of way. And I'm hoping that I have encouraged you in some kind of way. And I'm really hoping that I have empowered you in some kind of way to live a fulfilling and a blessed lifestyle. So I do have some upcoming events that I want to talk to you about. Let me pull that up here. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is in June. I am going to have Pastor Dr. Marilyn Fenderson. She's going to be one of our guest speakers. And she is really world-renowned. She has the Marilyn Fenderson Ministries. She's an author. She's a speaker, radio, TV personality. She's also a podcaster, and she deals with Christian marriages, and she's self-published. Now, I met her at a business meeting. In fact, it was the Small Business Association meeting. She was there. And we just got to talking. I'm just one of those people that can talk. And we found that we had a lot in common. And so I have invited her up to talk about her Christian ministry, as well as we both have experienced dementia, families with dementia. So she's going to come and talk a little bit about mental health and different things. So save the date, June 25th at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. She will be our guest that evening. Also, we talked about the episodes of Financial Advisor, Legacy, and all of those things. So next week, we're going to be talking about intentional. What are your intentions? How do you go about building those intentions and things like that? So I want you to tune in next week as well. Also, there is a summit coming up, y'all, in South Carolina. So if you're in the area, it's going to be October the 11th, but, tickets are really, really selling very, very fast. And so if you're interested in attending that, it's going to be on a Saturday, and it's going to be from 11 to 6. You can contact me, or you can contact CTR Media Network. They are partnering with KBBU, which is Kingdom Builders Business University. And I am familiar with both of them. They are very, very noted worker. The speakers, in fact, 2 of them I know, and one I just recently met this evening, which I was so impressed. I'm really looking forward to hearing him speak. So we're going to have Dr. Michael Finley, who is a branding expert. He is very worldwide known with his podcast and gospel and everything. And he has a podcast where he interviews celebrities. And then we have Dr. Nikki Ziegler. I have not met her as of yet, but I'm looking forward to meeting her. And she is listed as a visionary expert. And we have Lee Williams, who I just was able to speak to this evening and was very, very impressed. So I'm really, and he's a wealth expert. So I'm really, really want to kind of talk to him. And Dr. Mary Hancock, she is a grant specialist. So I am really looking forward to this conference. It should help me with my business. I am going, even though I don't live in South Carolina. I will be attending this. So I just wanted to bring all of those things up as well. So again, I want to say thank you for attending, and I do want to let you know about my sponsors. So as we go out, I'll have my sponsors in recognition. You all have a great evening, and thank you again for viewing and attending Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast.